Saturday sit down, Sunday sit down. I don't know what day it is. Anyway, a musculari cap on. I think the wife's pulling in from her little trip to the sheriff posse practice today. I think she went by Paul Taylor and probably spent a lot of money buying some stuff. So maybe she'll get out of the car here in a minute. Pretty sure she just pulled over. As y'all know, here we go. Ace Puncher. My homage to Converse Cowboy. Sign here, the semicolon and I'll ride drag is something I'm pretty passionate about. Which till a few minutes ago I've always kind of helped soldier suicide and veteran suicide and whatnot, been a big supporter there. I've had some incidents myself. I'm getting a little more open about talking about some of this stuff. PTSD, TBI, 7 concussions, 5 days in coma. I'm very, very supportive of this. Really putting a passionate deal to it. I hope that it continues to grow and we get awareness for this for our not only our friends but for our rural people, and just mental awareness in general, mental health awareness in general. Jackson's saying I love the wife, by the way. My wife's 42-year LEO. She's also the mental officer for the county that she works in. So she deals with it quite often in a bit. So what this means? Some people have asked this. What does it stand for? What's behind it? We're going to print our first set here. Should be ready by the 15th of November. First or the end of the month. I'm sorry. Poems are going to November. Print in November. What does the semicolon IRAD drag stand for? The semicolon is for suicide awareness. Say, hey, I had the issues, I didn't go through with it, but I did, I survived. It's not really suicide survival, but it's, you didn't go through with it. There's still something left. Depression, rough times, childhood trauma, whatever. And to be honest, having to work with I Got Your Six, and knowing that's an LEO and a military. Hi, honeys. Did you bring my snuff? Can I have my snuff? Say hello to people on Facebooks.
Hi, people on Facebook.
My wife. Huh? So, I was sitting there one night thinking and trying to come up with something that I got your six. When you say it's a cowboy, don't mean shit to him, really. You don't understand. Like, what, you gonna meet me for beer after work at 6 o'clock? What is, Garrett, it's good for you. None of that weak snuff around here. So I was trying to come up with something that the Cowboys could connect to and could relate to, and did not sound like a wimpy, I guess would be a word for it. So I was thinking about cowboy jobs and stuff, and I can remember when I was younger, riding drag. Riding drag was the worst job the cowboy could honestly have. So with somebody picking up and offering another older cowboy, generally one that we've respected and stuff, coming in and offering to ride drag for you, was not only a sign of respect from the cowboy who offered that for you, but also the fact that he saw that you were struggling or having problems, or that you needed a break, and he was willing to carry that burden for you, and help you get it off your shoulders. And that's what the I got your six does for the military. So I was really wanting to do something, and that's why I came up with the I Ride Drag. Um, so, yeah, she went to Paul Taylor. She got her brand new breast collar. You want to show them the brand new breast collar?
No.
No? Okay.
Can you get the dog food?
Huh?
Can you get the dog food?
I will get the dog food here in a minute. So, unlike most people on Facebook, we keep it real around here. We don't do editing and shit, probably might want to start doing some of that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So I came up with the I'll Ride Drag. And I just connected with some people. I'm very, very humbled with how much people are getting behind this. I've contacted a few other people who in the industry, and then kind of felt them out. So we're still working on some of that. Friends have recommended other friends that have Suicide Deals, Yellow Felt Soul. In the PRC, I talked with her, the girl who created it, Shelby, the other day. And, you know, that helps with the rodeo industry and stuff. And great little organization. I'd never heard of it, and I've rodeoed for years. It's a little bit past my generation, but yeah, it's a newer deal. But the connections made, the contacts that I've and what we don't understand and what we don't see is how many people we actually talk to every day, know on through business, work, whatever, in person, not just on Facebook, but in person, have had suicide, depression, mental illness in their immediate families that they've had to deal with. So I think it's something that we need to speak out more about and address, and not stigmatize it so much anymore like it used to be. I don't think that we need it to be considered a weakness. I don't think we need to downplay it. It's like, oh, it's no big deal, you know. The whole, yeah, I'm okay, guys. That's a big military thing. Yeah, I'm okay. And they're not. So I want you to understand that we're going to put this out there. I'm going to push this. And if you know me at all, personally, or even through Facebook, you know I'm pretty passionate about certain things. I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to stand up. I don't have a filter. I'm pretty blunt, pretty outspoken. And I'm going to put all that passion behind this. It's part of my recovery. It's part of what I think needs to be done and help the industry. And I think that it can bridge some gaps. Hopefully, what my goal is to get some of these veteran cowboys, rural farmers, ranchers, hell, even rednecks, anybody in the rural communities that are not, that have these issues, getting them to come forward, getting them to seek help, even if it's going and talking to your local pastors, friends at church, other organizations. They don't even have to be organizations. You call the crisis line, and they can get you. They've come a long way with this. On the military side, it used to be something that you didn't do. You got to be mentally strong. You got to beat it. Just now at the stage where I'm opening myself up to the medications. I'm not sold on them yet. I still have that military attitude. I'm a tough guy, and I can beat this mentally without the medications. I think the counseling and stuff has helped. I also have ADHD, PTSD. ADHD is a big thing for me right now. It's to keep me focused. I really have to try hard. I have to be passionate about things. And if y'all know me, y'all know that's just the way I am. The TBIs are from 7 concussions, 23 fractures in the skull. One time, that's the last one I had, a major one. 5 days in a coma on one when I was really young, 13. I've been a metal T-post in my head. It's a 45-degree angle with one of those trikes of death, 3-wheelers. Then I started riding bulls for fun. Yeah, go figure. I've had multiple head injuries, had multiple fractures in my skull. I've been hospitalized, like I said, 7 times for concussions. And I think 5 or 6 of those were actual fractures in the skull. Probably where I am now anyway. Those cause issues. I've known those issues. Suicidal tendencies, depression issues are something that have popped up lately. My own suicide attempts have been there before, but I ignored them. This is really personal for me to open up to you folks. I normally am not this open about this kind of stuff. But if what I can say, if I can reach out and I can help one person, I will. I still fight the battles. I'm 98% on the good right now, and that's the way I kind of break it down. I think that you have to have a gauge that you can go off of. It's like our pain tolerance as cowboys. What's your pain tolerance? Well, what's it 2? Well, for 2 for most people is getting hit in the knee with falling down and getting a bruise on their knee. For us, getting run over by a Mack truck is a 2, or something. I think we need a gauge for where we're at mentally too. Instead of, how you doing today? Oh, I'm okay. No, I mean 30%, 40, 50. Where are you at? I think it's very important that we do that. I'm not sure how sound's going to be on this video and some of this, but I want y'all to understand that there are organizations out there, this crisis line, and believe me, folks, those people do care now, and they can get you into contact with some people. I'll be doing some of these videos here next 6 weeks, throughout. I'm gonna try to do one a weekend if I can. Let people know how the progress of stuff's going. We do have the horses here at Rolling MC also. I ride drag. Semicolon. Okay. Is going to be as part of the I CowBoy brand and design, which is my design company that prints t-shirts and whatnot. I use Just Style, Jamie Altman out there for that. She's, ouch. Well, I got hat hair real bad today, folks, but I said I'd probably not edit this video. Don't give a shit. Is doing that for me. I recommend her. Don't overbook her, please. I need her to have some slots open for me and for this deal. TC is a good friend of mine. She owns the Scolari Body Works. Does horse massage people massages. Really proud of her and what they've done, what she's done, and all her accomplishments in life here lately. Her daughters made the college rodeos. Really proud of Kiana there. I'm proud of the people I work with in the horse industry. Darren and Lolly Performance Horses. Haley's been showing our stud really well. She's competing in high school this year. Probably stealing a trip. A stud will be at World's Great Skin Youth this year. She'll be riding him again this year. I'm still contemplating on putting him in both of them. I think he's good enough. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because when you get down, you get depressed. You think the horse industry, it ain't rained freaking since June here. So, it's dry. The farmers are all bitching. they go through the same things we do in the horse industry and the cattle and ranchers, cowboys. They all go through this. We have our ups, we have our downs, we've got good years, bad years, weather, all that crap. Developers, corporations buying up the farms, buying up the ranches, and folks, we need to go back to supporting each other. Support the small businesses, small family farms, the small ranchers, the middle breeders, and I know some people are going to crucify me for this, the hobby breeders. Folks, we all started somewhere. I started with one stud and 2 fucking mares. I've got 42 head of grade now, partners with probably another 100 head or so. I'm a firm believer in partnering with different people. Help each other out. I do a lot of business with Justin Discount Boots here, and Justin Mark Wallace. They're still family owned, still family operated, and I will continue to do business with them. I've got NRS right down the road here, folks. I go there occasionally. For the fact they are open on Sundays and sometimes, but we got a new feed store here by Mitch Waters here in town. He just opened up. He's Master Made Feeds, and his guys will deliver on for Monday if I forget on for me. And we don't get a large order here at the house, 6-8 bales, and that's enough for the wife to maintain while I'm gone during the week. So, and this all relates to the outright drag saying t-shirt line that's coming out, and the support. If we help support each other, it's easier to open up. And that's the big key. Don't be afraid to pick up the phone. Call the crisis line. I mean, believe me, folks, they work. And they can get you into one that's more focused to where your needs are, and one that you can relate to. I work with Go Roger and Stop Source Suicide quite a bit. I have been the last 6 months. I'm a firm believer in the Go Roger program. If you're a veteran and you have issues, they're great to work with. My counselor was actually the first counselor embedded with Marines in Iraq. No, I'm in the Army. I don't hold it against her. She's married to a Marine. Her son was a Marine. These guys that Stop Source Suicide, they are the real deal. Disgruntled veterans. Their farm, they've got a farm up north. I think they're trying to start one down here. I know they've got a group in Texas, but I think they're trying to start a farm down here at least. Maybe we can help them there. So I think the more that we reach out, the more that we can cross this bridge, especially for our cowboy veterans and our rural veterans. And I use cowboy in a general term to cover the rural side of things. I really, really think that it's a bridge that needs to be crossed. And, I know some people from the outside circle, in that group and stuff, that kind of northwestern area, they've got a good thing started there. They've got that mental health board and stuff, and that's a good deal. I think these cowboy gatherings that we have, the cowboy reunions, I think we need to have more of these sit-down round table type groups at these deals. Just where you come in, if you want to tell your story, tell your story. Talk about different non-pros, non-profit organizations that help and focus on these things. Even the people out in Kentucky or Tennessee and the Carolinas and stuff that got hammered by Milton, those folks are going to need some, just not just financial help, not just help rebuilding and cleaning up. It's going to affect those people, and a lot of those people, for a long time, and they're going to have some issues over it. Whole families were wiped out. So I think that by doing that and focusing on us as Americans getting back and helping each other, it's what this country is built on. It's what we need to get back to. And then again, if you don't, it's like anything else. You take this with a grain of salt or you don't. But if you don't like what I say, don't fucking listen to me. I don't care. Because you're not one of the people I need to help then. And the reason I say that is because, obviously you how do I put this? If you're not willing to listen to somebody else's side of the story, get somebody else's opinion, you're never going to go anywhere. I took from everybody I've ever worked for in the industry. I've worked for a lot of different places, been around a lot of different types of horses and stuff, but I'm no expert. I've never claimed to be no fucking horse trainer. I'm a maintainer. I always have been. I roped calves okay. Fought bulls pretty damn good. Rode bareback horses pretty good. I'm just a hand, folks. I'm nothing special. I've had people really compliment me, and it's really humbling on my paintings and my poetry and stuff. And I don't want, I put that stuff out there for people to see and to express some feelings of mine and appreciation for those people that I do the paintings for. Most of my paintings involve a real picture of friends, families, different people I know. Most of my poems are pretty personal. They can be a little deep, they can be a little dark sometimes, but that's just from the military side of things. So, and I know a lot of really good cowboy poets that have never been published that are freaking phenomenal. And I know some guys who have wrote some stuff that will not put it out there. We have talked to a few of them. They are willing to put some stuff out there anonymously through this program that I've got going and through this book deal that I've started up. And this is all comes back to the simple root of the issue, and that is we're cowboys, we're farmers, we're ranchers wives, we're ranchers, male, female, however you want to say it, cowgirls, cowboys, rednecks, red women, just country boys and girls. We don't talk about this stuff. We don't bring it out. We just deal with it. And it's something that needs to change. That is one aspect of our lifestyle, the Western rural lifestyle that I do believe, firmly believe, does need to change. And because I've seen it, and the more that I've gotten into it, the more I've studied it, the more I've looked into it, it's a generational thing. It's our parents had issues, their parents had issues, and these issues got resolved. So I'm not saying we want to raise a bunch of woke pansies or whatever you want to call them nowadays, but we need to start letting some of these people know, our kids, and especially some of these, guys my age, X-Gen, the boomers, even Gen Y and some of these other, millennials and stuff, that it's okay to open up. It's okay to reach out and get some help. It's just talk, folks, and it don't cost, it costs a dime. Make a phone call, right? I know that's an old saying. Some of y'all may not realize that, but that's what payphones used to cost. There's an old song out, here's a quarter, call someone who cares. Well, you already got those minutes for free now. Use them. Pick the damn phones up. Call somebody. Don't be afraid to reach out. That's what I'm getting at here. If you get one of these t-shirts, we're taking pre-orders right now. If you are doing that and you want one of these t-shirts, go to my page. It's posted. It's pinned to the top. Put your orders there. Okay, with size. I'll get some people that have requested long sleeve t-shirts. I've got to get with Jamie on the price of those. We'll be doing these talks. I'll try to do this once a week. I may even read some of the poems and stuff to try to focus. This is my therapy, folks. This is what I'm doing for myself. Not only do I feel like you need to reach out, but pick up a hobby. I don't care what it is. If you don't want to go team roping, go team roping. If you hang out with your friend, whatever. But do what you enjoy. If you're raising horses and breed what you like, raise what you like. If you're doing it for the market and the money, that's fine. I do have some, I've got some deals with the flavor of the money and the whole. All I want to do is win. Well, I just want to be competitive. That's it. I learned a long time ago. One thing I'm a firm believer in is that I want to be content in life. I don't want to. I found what happiness leads. You're way up here, you're really high, and you're happy, and everything's going great. And the next thing you know, you're on the bottom. You're down in the bottom, and it's hard to climb back out. That high and low emotional range causes us to react sometimes before we think. And by that, we can do something stupid. Go out, drink a fucking 12-pack at Northside all night long, pick up, drive 20 miles to the house, run off the road. Hopefully nobody gets hurt, but then again, you're drunk, something could happen. You could kill somebody else, you kill yourself, whatever, and you're not here no more. Those type of decisions are something I think you need to look at. We've all done it. We've all drank. I'm not saying all of us, but most of us have drank. That's one of our coping mechanisms. There's other coping mechanisms but the biggest key is just pick up the damn phone. And honestly, just swallow a little bit of that pride. What I like about the program I'm using right now with Gil Roger is they took everything that I've done in my past and they understand it and they work around that mentality, and where they try to get me to change and stop being so reactionary sometimes. Think things through a little bit more. And I think that's one of the big keys in life is that my wife is really big on me about not having a retirement and stuff. I never thought, I'd live this long. Like most of us, and I know this is a lot of this pertains to from a guy's mentality and a guy's aspect of things. But girls, it goes for you too. Just, pick up the phone. Whether it's domestic violence or, depression, anxiety is a big issue for me also. I do pretty good some days. My anxiety is a little different. I'm very reactionary with it. I don't think sometimes before I speak, but yeah, well, that's me. So anyway, in closing, even if you don't buy t-shirts, but I want you to know that there are people out there, there are organizations out there that can help you, and pick up the phone. Support your local farmers, your ranchers, help them get through the bad times. So help support each other. Let's go back to the way, I know in the future and everybody thinks everything's greater, and we got cell phones, we got Wi-Fi, there's so much information out there, hell, you don't even know what's true anymore. You can't believe the news, you can't believe the reporters. Our government, that's politics. I'm going to try to avoid politics and religion as much as possible. It's like baseball. Those are things we really don't talk about a lot in our house. Why? Because everybody's got those opinions, and opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. The only problem is that, like assholes, most people can look at two holes in the ground, and one of them being the hole in the ground, and the other one being their asshole, and they still don't know which one's their own ass. They just don't. So that's a little joke there for you. Remember, support each other. Worst thing somebody can tell you is if you ask them, you okay? You fine? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. Ask them again. Are you sure? Are you 100% sure? You're fine. Because if you have those feelings enough to ask that question, then there's something wrong. And just say, hey, look, you don't have to tell me, but get on your phone, Google the crisis number. Show it to them. Say, hey, look, if you get to feeling bad, call this number. I don't put that number out there. I won't. It's pretty much available. You can go to there's the video. You Ain't No Cowboy. It's right there in front of it. That is an amazing video. Another good video to listen to the lyrics on is Younger by the Rye, The Last Night Fighter. Lyrically, very on point. So, with that being said, we're at 30 minutes. I'm going to shut this off. Go and visit with the wife for a little bit. Y'all have a good weekend. Enjoy. And congratulations to all the winners at the snaffle bit. And congratulations to all the people on the sales. There was a lot of high dollar horses there, folks. And it's a lot of money for horses. And don't be afraid to think outside the box. Later.